out and check out Murphy's Farm Stand at 2137 Route 322 in Woolwich, New Jersey. It is a family spot. It's awesome. It is the official farm stand of the Harryheads. We got oranges, apples, tomatoes, peaches, whatever. We got it. Come on over, all right? And tell them the Harryheads sent you. All right, on to the movie. What is up, Harryheads? We are here at the Brandywine Battlefield. Beautiful look. We're gonna give you history because this is the start of America tour on my YouTube channel. Let's go and learn. All right, Harryheads. So a little bit about the history before we actually start walking more. The battlefield of Brandywine was actually the largest engagement of the Revolutionary War. It was led by, on the American side, the Continental Army, George Washington, and on the British side, it was led by General Howe, William Howe. And it happened, probably 4 a.m. on September 11th of 1977, the battle had started. So let's just go. Let's go. Alright, Harryheads, so interesting fact that the British Redcoats had an advantage on September 11th, 1777 because a dense heavy fog overcast the land. So they had advantage to hide, they had advantage to set up stuff and just attack out of nowhere because American troops, the Continental, was going to see them. And this battle started a year, well, we'll say about 2 months after the signing of the Declaration of Independence. Alright, Harryheads, so on that day of September 11th, 1777, after we just learned about the fog, about 30,000 people were here fighting on a 10 square miles, which happens to be 35,000 acres. So yeah, I mean, it sounds big, it looks pretty big, but it wasn't that big for 30,000 people. So let's continue onwards that way. On this trail we're on, we have more trails to do today, so onward. Laugh at me down here. Alright, Harryheads, so General William Howe, believe it or not, with the Redcoats, before he became a Redcoat, gave away American intelligence stuff, top secret stuff, and then he became general. Harryheads, so guess what? Remember I told you September 11th, 1777 this battle started, with everything being dense, covered in fog. Well, around between the hours of 5 and 8, we're all falling. It's just that damn hot. So between the hours of 5 and 8 a.m. is when the British troops started marching in. George Washington, you know, the British troops had fanned out around the Americans, and then George Washington actually thought that the British troops were in front of him, that he had the advantage, but no, the British did. So to tie everything up, the British actually won the war here at this battlefield. So let me keep finding interesting stuff to tell you, okay?
It's all straight shit. No gate.
Alright, are you ready? Alright, Harryheads. So, then between the hours of 9 a.m. and 1 p.m., after George Washington thought that he had the British in front of him, cannon fire has rung out over this whole entire valley here, and it was massive. It was just massive. So, remember, look how big this place is actually. People actually still live on it, so we gotta be careful. But good, show them, fan it out. And then cut. Alright, Harry Head, so now I just gave you between 9 and 1 of really happened. Now between 1 and 4, what happened was, are you ready for this? British got through the American lines. The British stopped, the Redcoats stopped to eat lunch. That's what happened. Exactly what happened. They got comfortable and because they broke through our lines. So we got one more segment to do of time lapse and then we're done. How about?
So between 4 and 7, the British came back to get their final attack. And then what happened was, after they had their attack, they wanted to go down and back to where they went to come from, and they started doing things to different grades. They brought kids out to come and help them with their supplies, and they bedded them, they fed them, and then they went out to war, came back and let them help.
Alright guys, due to it being so hot outside, what I just showed you is called Sandy Hollow, and it is actually where Americans made their last stand at Brandywine, and Lafayette got hurt. He got wounded in battle, so they had to retreat, and this is where they made their last stand, right here. I am not getting out of my car, it's just way so hot. So, this place is apparently, I've been told, extremely haunted. Apparently, as I just saw with my battery, no matter what ghost hunting equipment you bring, it dies right away. And I had a full battery when I left, and I think I'm down to 1 bar left, and it shouldn't be that much, but we're trying to beat rain. Again, it was pouring on the way in. It was nice to make the video, but yeah, so love one another, take care of one another, treat each other nicely, come out and enjoy life because it's absolutely beautiful. And be you, do you. Don't let anyone change who you are. And don't let no one take away your happiness. I will leave all my contact information in the description. So make sure you go ahead and click the subscribe button. Click the like button. You can share. But I do have merch for this campaign called Start of America. You could buy it. For about a month now, and then we'll go from there, guys. So I love you guys. See you in the next video. Peace.